Welcome back to County Connection. I'm Robert Henning with the Rockpile Museum, and I brought a special guest today. With me is Heather Rodriguez, museum educator, and we're going to talk a little bit about events in May at the museum.
Perfect. So I love getting to do what I do, and I'm hoping that everybody gets super excited about the Sheep Herders Festival because we're going to do some things that are different this year. We created a cultural immersion dinner and had great response to that. We actually have a waiting list for that, so that's going to be 5 courses. Great. Yep, 5 courses along with cultural presentations, and it's all going to be lamb. And actually really excited about the end when David Romfet, who is an American poet and is quite talented, you refer to him as a treasure.
Yep, I do.
That he is going to stay and hang around afterwards, and we're going to just enjoy, hopefully, maybe even a fire table to enjoy singing around a fire. And I just think that's super exciting.
Yeah.
And
so
then
roll back a minute.
Yeah.
5 courses of lamb? Oh, yeah, I'm there. Count me in. Yep.
I've had that response from a lot of people.
5 meat course, and Robert will be there.
Well, and it'll be appetizers, and there'll be dessert,
and
yeah, I think it's going to be really good.
Great, I'm excited.
And then the next morning, we're crossing our fingers. There's a possibility that Mike Miller may trail in 100 sheep, and that's not been done. He's even talking about pulling his rickety old sheep wagon behind him.
Yeah.
And so I think that would be really cool to film. I think that's a great opportunity, and it's a great way to bring honor to sheep herding in Wyoming, which is what it's all about. And then we'll have a vendor show. We'll have the sheep. We'll have dog trials. We have interactive exhibits. We have people that are coming that are truly historians and experts about sheep wagons. The one that comes to mind first is Laura O'Rourke. So we had a gentleman who had studied 300 sheep wagons over the last year and then unexpectedly passed away. And his wife will be coming as a memorial to him. And so I'm really excited about that. We have Marie McLaren coming, David Romfet. We have the Caledonian Pipers and Drummers. The Basque dancers. So what a great way to represent both sheep herding and the cultural angle for Wyoming.
Yeah, for sure.
And then vendors. I feel like we kind of have a celebrity list of presenters and vendors, and they're bringing just sheep and wool goods. I did make contact with a gal who creates Basque-related items. So she may be coming too. And
Good.
Sausage. We kind of hit all the bases.
Awesome. So how many years has the museum done this?
That's a great question. This is my first year, but it's the 3rd year for the museum.
3rd year for the Sheep Herders Festival. Yep. And where does it take place?
It takes place in the field between the fire department and the museum.
Great, great. Why don't you tell us date, time?
Oh, all the important things?
Yep.
So Friday, May 10th is when the sheep wagons are going to come in, and that's the same night as the cultural immersion dinner. But all the festivities begin Saturday, May 11th. The trailing of the sheep, our hopeful time is they'll arrive around 8:30, and then the show starts at 9, the festival.
Good.
Yeah.
And if somebody wants to be involved, if they want to be a vendor or volunteer, or maybe they have a sheep herder's wagon, who do they contact and how do they get in touch?
So they can get in touch with me, Heather Rodriguez at the Rockpile. They can come in, they can call us, they can email us. Yep. That we would love to have more sheep wagons in particular. I think you and I talked about it quite a bit at the beginning. I had a lofty goal of 50. Now I'm hoping for 10, right?
Yeah.
But we will not turn away a single sheep wagon.
Well, and they're out there. We know they're out there, right? There's sheep herders wagons in barns and in fields. So if you have one of those, bring it in. Any condition, any shape, any age, bring it in. Let's see it. Share it with the community. So.
Yeah, because not very many people get a chance. For those that have them, I don't know that it's a huge deal, but for those that have never seen them, it's a big deal to be able to look at them. They're each very, very different.
Yeah.
And so what a great way to learn is to see it.
Great.
Yeah.
Anything else on the festival?
You know what? I just think that it's going to be a great event and it's free. So what a great place to teach your kids about sheep herding, sheep wagons, interact with people. I think a lot of people in the community actually have interests with sheep wagons or with herding. We'll have a petting area so kids can experience the lambs, and so
Great.
I think it's going to be a great event.
And we can never do these events without help.
Correct.
So are there some people we should thank for helping us put this event
Absolutely.
on?
Well, first can thank the Rockpile Museum Association for their support and for all of the faithful friends of the museum. We couldn't do what we do without you. And then that also leads into the funding that we have through the county. These events only take place because of the support the museum receives. So it's vital, and anybody can become involved. They can purchase memberships. I don't think a lot of people realize that they can actually donate to the museum by buying a membership that then they get in free for an entire year. So I'm not sure a lot of people even know that that's an option. So hopefully if you're listening or watching this, you'll know that you can be a part of the museum and the kinds of programs we bring.
Great. Thanks, Heather.
Yeah.
Anything else going on in May that we'd like to talk about?
Well, we just added Matt Avery, local leather worker, and his mentor, John Blair, are going to be coming as part of the the Arts Cultural Fund. Okay. They're going to be coming as part of that. And so they'll be talking about the different ways that they do leatherworking and just the way to teach someone else leatherworking and the mentorship angle of that, how that's important to them, what makes them unique as leather and saddle makers. So that's a beautiful dying art that they're still keeping alive.
Yeah, so it's a mentorship program through the Wyoming Arts Council.
Okay, that's what I was looking for.
I don't know the exact name of the program, but they applied, and Matt has spent months learning from John. John is from Grable, Wyoming, and so he's got a leather shop over there. And Matt was an already accomplished saddle maker, but he's been able to learn even that much more from John, who learned from other saddle makers from Wyoming, from the Casper area and other places. So it's really a tradition that passes down from generation to generation. And the hope would be then that Matt will teach others. I know he's teaching his grandson, but others throughout the years that will become saddle makers. So that's really how try to keep those folk arts alive, is supporting that those mentors and mentees to get together. So my hope is that they'll come and talk and just share their journey together, getting to know each other.
Right.
You know, how they cross the mountains. You know, what's that like? You know, to teach and be taught from a distance, and you know, and then Matt, tell us what really did he learn, and was he surprised at how much he could still learn after a career or lifetime of doing leather work.
Yeah, and just the connection, I think, between them and then their communities together. What impact did that look like? Yeah. Right?
Yeah, so when and where is that?
So that's May 30th. It's a Thursday evening. We try to do a lot of our presentations on Thursdays. It'll be at 7. Again, no charge. And, you know, we're starting a new thing, popcorn and presentations. Yeah. So you can come and get some free popcorn and learn from Matt and John.
And so why else would we have saddle making, cowboy music, that kind of thing this year?
Well, I don't know. Maybe because of our exhibit, Hurrah for the Cowboy, which we have all kinds of different events that are centered around that, and some that are coming. We'll just leave it at that, dangling carrots. We're trying to really push forward and make the museum come to life, make everyone in the community very proud of the history that we keep and the kinds of events that we bring, because Hurrah for the Cowboy is a beautiful exhibit.
It is. If you haven't seen it, come and see it. It's open for many more months until December, I believe.
The end of the year, yep.
Yep, and so it's open when we're open, 8 to 5, Monday through Saturday. Anything else?
Well, yes. I'm
always
making a plea. Oh, there is always more. Making a plea, if anyone has, we are going to have our birthday, the 50th birthday of the Rockpile is July 20th. We're doing a tractor show with that. And so we're requesting if anyone has historic tractors that they'd like to show off, or maybe historic pieces of equipment, right? It's just a way to open that up, and that'll be in the field between us and the fire department again. But there'll be cake and ice cream and hopefully some other activities coming too. But the plea would be, if you have a historic tractor, we would love to have it there.
Absolutely. 50 years.
I know.
That's getting up there.
You look way too young for that.
That's getting up there. I haven't quite made it yet. So cake and ice cream, tractors, Anything
Revealing of the 50th quilt.
revealing of the 50th. Anything different about the tractor show this year that folks may want to know?
Are we telling them?
Yeah.
Are we like
Are we
what
doing
we
it?
haven't? Well,
Okay,
we're working
there's-
on a tractor pull
Tune in to County Connection
next
for
month.
June.
Yeah.
And we will tell you.
Whether we got it or not.
Yes.
So yeah, we're looking at a tractor pull and potentially still trying to make contact for a pedal pull, which would be
Yeah.
pedal tractors for kids to have a competition. You know, since Justin's our local champion.
He is,
Not from
Not local,
here,
yeah.
but yeah. Anyway, so stay tuned. We're working on all kinds of projects.
Yeah, I did buy a new chain for our
did?
John Deere pedal tractor because my almost 8-year-old stretched the chain because he's too big for the pedal tractor. But David, who's 5, I think would be perfect for a pedal
We
tractor.
just got to
race.
get the
So
skids.
I got to get the new chain on. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the
So
skid.
I'm excited about
yeah,
that.
I think we've had great feedback from the community that people are interested. So I think that will be really fun.
Great. All right. Anything else? Cover it all.
Oh gosh, we can't give out everything
Can't
right
give out
now,
everything.
right? We're gonna have to do this again next month.
Okay, good. So May 10th and 11th is the next big event.
Correct.
Sheep Herders Festival at the museum. If you want more information on any of these programs, where do they go?
They can come to the museum itself. You can give us a call. You can email us, and we'll get back to you.
Yeah. Do you have a website? Do you have social media?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I guess now I know what you were aiming at. Rockpile@vcn.com is our email. My email is long, and we'll flash that up on the screen. We do have a website. It is www.rockpile.com. Rockpile Museum.
Rockpile Museum.
You know what? When it's on your computer, you don't pay attention to the
That's
exact website. But yes,
Jason will flash that as well.
we have a blooming Facebook page that we would love it if you followed, and we also have Instagram.
Yep.
There's rumor that there might be an X account, but I don't know where that lives. So
It's out there. So thank you, Heather, for coming, joining
Thanks
me
for
today.
having me.
Again, find us on Facebook, Instagram, website. But the best way is to join the Rockpile Museum Association. We will send you emails, text messages if you wish, newsletters, and they as well have some social media. So the Rockpile Museum Association is really instrumental in keeping our members informed about what's going on. So if you want to know more about them, go to rockpileassociation.org. And I think that's it. Thank you. We'll see you in June.
All right.